Also happening today during the mayor's briefing, officials provide an update on the status of Thalia Mara Hall. The facility has been closed since August, initially due to early microbial activity. Well, now the many issues plaguing the facility are expected to be addressed by its reopening.
God willing, we'll be opening on January 18th, or reopening of the facility. So there's several components associated with this. One is the environmental remediation. So the environmental remediation includes not only mold, but we also discovered there is some asbestos and some lead. So all of this will be taken care of. We awarded the contract for this, and actually they're supposed to be mobilizing this Wednesday.
Al-Turk also adding the chiller the city purchased is now working. New developments in the